After a huge roller coaster ride of hype, disappointments, and everything in between, Bol Bol is finally looking like the unicorn he was projected to be. He's playing the best basketball of his career with newfound confidence in Orlando Magic uniform, and as a mobile 7'2" big, he's reminding us how highly touted of a prospect that he was out of high school. In this video, we'll learn about the turbulent rise of Bol Bol, discuss how he's playing this season, and see what his play means for the Orlando Magic's future. But before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and also be sure to sub to the channel for more content like this. Bol Bol, son of the late Manute Bol, is a 7'2" big man with a 7'8" wingspan, a 9'6" standing reach, and a combination of skill and athleticism that made people see him as a one-of-a-kind prospect out of high school. And it's safe to say that his play backed up all of the hype. Bol was practically a 2K created demigod that could do practically everything. He had high IQ, excellent fluidity as he could run the floor exceptionally well for someone of his size, was an insanely great rim protector who could also recover well to contest outside jumpers, and he was a ridiculous finisher by every metric. He was great at being able to contort his body at different angles and finish with ease, and made every dunk look effortless. It really felt like he was toying out there with defenders because he always seemed to have monstrous putback dunks off his teammates' misses, and even just threw up anything at the rim or backboard, knowing damn well that he was gonna get the putback. And yeah, did I mention the fact that he could handle the ball well, shoot well from the free throw line, and also showed great promise to be a great outside shooter? Yeah. With only his weight, durability, and ability to guard in space being his flaws, Bol Bol was a 5-star recruit and was ranked the 4th highest in his entire class, only being behind the Duke trio of RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson, and Cam Reddish. In what would be a one-and-done season, Bol committed to Oregon, a program that just made its first Final Four in history and would give Bol the opportunity to start and secure himself as a lottery pick. Bol did have his fair share of detractors heading into this season, as many doubted his ability to dominate in a space where there were stronger, longer, smarter, and more physical defenders. But it's safe to say that Bol proved all of them wrong. He averaged 21 points and 10 rebounds and 3 blocks in 30 minutes a game, shot 56% from the field, 52% from 3, and 76% from the free throw line. However, his season would be cut short due to a stress fracture in his left foot, and the ensuing surgery would completely derail the start of his professional career. From the eye test and play from his collegiate career, Bol was for sure a lottery pick or at least a late first rounder given the newfound injury. But with a notable lower body injury coming against a 7-footer, and with the potential injury being worse than many teams thought, organizations were scared to take a risk on Bol high in the draft. And this only got more and more apparent as he continued to slide to the mid-second round. Finally, at the 44th pick, Bol was selected by no other than the Denver Nuggets, a team that had taken a chance on Michael Porter Jr. the previous draft. MPJ, just like Bol, was a highly touted prospect out of high school, averaging 36, 14, and 5, was ranked 2nd in his entire class, with players such as DeAndre Ayton, Mo Bamba, Wendell Carter Jr., SGA, and Jaren Jackson Jr. But due to a back injury in college, he'd slide all the way down to the 14th pick in that draft, where the Nuggets would swoop him up and reap the rewards in due time. MPJ proved to be a great complement next to Jokic as one of the most talented off-ball scorers that we have in today's game, and when healthy, still possesses the potential to be one of the leading scorers in the league one day. However, the situation for Bol was a bit more complex. He was a center on a team that already had the best center in the game. The Nuggets were already a contending team, so fighting for minutes would be difficult, and Michael Malone isn't the most patient coach of all time. Even in the aforementioned MPJ situation, Michael Malone at times refused to play MPJ at all due to lack of impact he had on other facets of the game outside of scoring. Even though MPJ's per 36 minutes were off the charts. Matter of fact, it wasn't until the Orlando bubble where the Nuggets had so many absences where Bol would actually see his first NBA minutes. In a scrimmage game against the Washington Wizards, a game where the Nuggets had the tallest starting lineup in NBA history, Bol would put on a show, protecting the rim and blocking shots, pulling up for three in transition, and filling the lane well for easy transition opportunities. But with the return of their starting pieces and a consequent conference finals run, Bol Bol was seeing a sporadic distribution of minutes and would hardly see the floor throughout the rest of his time in Denver. Simply put, Bol would struggle for the rest of his time in Denver, and a lack of opportunity obviously didn't help. Moreover, Bol simply wasn't that great either. His talent definitely wasn't in question, but he wasn't game ready. He was struggling defensively against more powerful 4s and 5s, he couldn't stay in front of more mobile 3s, and he had limited offensive impact. Sure, more opportunity would have helped him catch up to game speed, but that's not a luxury that one has on a team like the Denver Nuggets, who would rather play more ready players in efforts to compete now, especially with a coach like Michael Malone. Many people would give up on the prospect of Bol Bol being a notable player in this league due to his failure in Denver. But this was set to change with a change of scenery. Well, about that. Bol was indeed traded to the Detroit Pistons in a deal for Rodney McGruder and a second-round pick, but the trade was voided due to a failed physical from Bol himself. But the Celtics would later acquire Bol in a 3-team deal and would later flip him in a package to the Orlando Magic for a second-round pick. So, how well is he playing for the Magic? Well, he's having the best season of his entire career by far. Finally cracking over 20 minutes a game, Bol's averaging 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks a game on 61% from the field, 41% from 3, and 77% from the free throw line. He's doing exactly what he was lauded for out of high school and college in terms of his ability to handle the ball, finish in transition, pull up and make threes in transition, finish lobs, and protect the rim as a 7'2" freak of nature. I mean, look at these clips and tell me whether this is normal. A lot of this boost from Bol has to do with the Magic playing him as a power forward and the fact that the Magic gave him a longer leash. This is a much younger team with no expectation for contention and a team that's more willing to experiment with different lineups, even using supersized lineups with 6'10" Franz Wagner at point guard. Bol's versatility and high IQ also allows him to be adaptable to these lineups as well, as he's demonstrated willingness to cut, is very effective in capitalizing on offensive rebounds, and can operate on and off the ball. But the thing is, as insane as Bol has looked thus far, he's nowhere near close to reaching his full potential. He still has a long way to go in terms of his ability to guard in space. He needs to increase his volume from 3 and his ability to get to the line. But from what we've seen thus far, the Magic's bargain of a deal to acquire Bol is greatly paying off for them, as he's yet another young piece that they can add to their young core, making them even scarier in the process. But with that being said, please let me know how you feel about Bol Bol in the comment section down below. What's impressed you the most about Bol Bol thus far this season, and how high do you think Bol Bol's ceiling actually is? Is he a future star in the making? Is he worth a sizable extension when his free agency comes up? Let me know in the comments section down below. Be sure to leave a like on the video to support the channel, as each like makes a tremendous difference for the channel, and also be sure to sub to the channel for more content like this. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay tuned.